as our industry began flourishing back in the early days, the association decided it was extremely important to honor the vanguard visionaries who were creating a culture and contributing to this growth. They were inspiring people like me to follow in their footsteps and make our passion our livelihood. Tonight's first Hall of Fame inductee, Gary Hooker, is the true definition of a garage-built innovator. As a young gearhead, he understood what enthusiasts wanted, and as a young entrepreneur, he manufactured those products even before he had a shop. Yet, with the success of Hooker Headers, Gary never lost sight of what mattered most, the customer. Here's his story.
I, as a kid, was just really interested in cars. At a young age, I could point out just about any car and tell you what it was. In high school then, I was fortunate to go to a high school that had a really good industrial arts program. We had a machine shop, an auto shop. A sophomore, junior in high school, I'd rebuild guys' motors and work on people's cars. In 1962, I bought a brand new Chevy 409, and I built my own headers for that car. So I took that car before I went out to the races, out to a chassis dyno that was operated by Jack Baer. He had just finished a customer's car. After he ran their car, he put my car on the dyno. He says, "Hey, stick around a while. Your car made more horsepower than that car that I just built after the people left." And he says, "It's got to be those headers. Can you get me a set?" And I said, "No, I can't, because these are the only ones." And I said, "But if you give me a ride home, we'll just pull the headers off my car." And so we took them off of my car, put them onto his car, and he went out and went 3 miles an hour faster and a tenth of a second quicker. So I had always kind of dreamed about being in business, so I ended up selling my car and buying a welder and bandsaws and some things like that. Rented a shop for $40 a month. 3 or 4 months later, here I am, this kid living at home, and 6 out of the top 10 AFX cars at that time were running my headers. We ran the business from the design shop, really, the whole time. The guy that built the best product and could produce it in the early muscle car era succeeded. So our success was really more manufacturing than anything else. My career and my focus has been on building things, but I had people and partners and so on that handled the other part. And so our success is just a huge, huge team effort. I feel SEMA served me way, way more than I served SEMA. I didn't build this, we built it, and it was a we. And it's not necessarily people that were on my payroll, it's just the people that you encounter along the way. It's a great compliment. But there again, I keep stressing it over and over. It's those hundreds of people that helped me that really deserve the credit.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Gary Hooker.
When you wake up in the morning and the light is on your head, the first thing you do when you get up out of bed.
Gary, good to see you. Congratulations, Gary. Now, you are known to talk about collaborating energy. Can you tell us what that's all about?
I don't know. Well, collaboration is really much related to relationship. It's not something that can be forced. Actually, I have a little a formula for successful collaboration relationships. And it's both parties need to be willing to give 65% and receive 35%. Do 65% of the listening and 35% of the talking, and you'll probably succeed. It's not 50-50. There's a 15% relationship tax. So, and that being said, there's actually a martyr line. If you're not getting 20% in return, it's probably a bad relationship, and you should try something else. Thank you.
One more question. Now, obviously, you started young, so having been in their shoes, what advice would you give young entrepreneurs today that are working on new products in their own garage?
Well, first of all, you have to have a passion for your work. Without passion, you won't have perseverance. And believe me, it's all about perseverance. So have passion, be open, because what you'll look like in a year or 2 years won't be anything like you envisioned or planned. It's an evolving thing, and for sure, things will change. So if you look back in 5 years, it won't look anything like you thought it was going to be. So I also have a little metaphor on that. About 2 or 3 years ago, a person asked me to sum up my life in 6 words. And I don't know how they came so fast. It was in less than a minute. But the 6 words were suit up and show up consistently. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you. And congratulations on your very well-deserved SEMA Hall of Fame.